How my Ravenets doing today? Sorry, I have to keep my volume down for this video because my mom just got back from oral surgery, so we need to keep it on the down low. So if this video is a bit hard to hear, you might want to turn the volume on your headphones up. I will still give it my all though. I will still give it silly voices, ridiculous accents, and stutter, and you know how that shit goes. Anyway, so I have pulled up in front of me some stories from all different subreddits. Today we're covering all the subreddits. Okay, not all the subreddits. That would take like a 24-hour long video. Nobody wants to watch that. Unless you're one of those weird people who listens to like a phrase for like 10 hours straight. Those kinds of videos. Never understood the point of those videos. Also, I apologize because I read super fast and you can't see what is being read on screen. Uh, so I'll try to go more slowly this time. It's not like I'm trying to save up on time, it's just I naturally read that fast. It's like my walking speed. I only have one speed, express. Anyway, enough with the chitter chatter. We're just gonna get right on into it. Oh, and I'm gonna do the shout out now instead of later, because I imagine most of you won't stick around for the entirety of this video. Shout out to Ruben Rock, go check out his channel. He's really funny. And he's just an overall great guy, so yeah, definitely go check him out. So we're going to start ourselves off with a story from r/sjw stories. Ooh, this is going to be good. Girl gets upset because I compliment her by Dogs Are the Best 1111. I was at a summer camp about 2 years. So you're at the summer camp for 2 years, for 2 years never leaving? I know, I'm being facetious. We were doing a group activity with our sister cabin. Sister cabin means same age as the cabin I was in, just girls. We were writing, I don't remember why. I was in a group of 4 people, me and another guy and 2 other girls. We were just talking, and I made a joke about my handwriting because it's terrible. If it's worse than terrible, it's terrible. I said that maybe girls just have better handwriting than guys. One of the girls pipes up that's sexist and tells me my teacher was a man and had very neat handwriting, and the other girl just says, yeah, like a complete and total, like a parrot, just mimicking what this other girl said. All I said in return was I was trying to compliment her. The other boy didn't even care and wasn't paying attention. I didn't do anything because I was kind of stunned that she was offended by that. Oh gosh, this girl's getting woke. I just put my hand down on the table, basically trying to restart my brain after what the fuck just happened. I asked a counselor later and told him exactly what I said. He just tells me it's best not to make generalizations about any group. He was actually pretty chill. He was from Canada and we got along really well. I could see in his head it wasn't anything. Why did she get mad? But he took the pacifist route. Seriously, I had no idea that people were still woke back in these days. And I don't know what time period this is in. Because OP did not elaborate. Ooh, here's another one from r/I don't work here lady, titled More Uber Mishaps by Big Fat Hippie. I love that name. That's a funny name. A post here yesterday reminded me that I have my own story to share. Yay! Finally, I get to type something up on here. My partner is a chef and works late nights, so I usually pick him up around 10 p.m. He works at a restaurant in a busy part of town, so often I pull up in front to wait for him. There are sometimes drunk people waiting outside of the restaurants and bars, waiting for a cab or an Uber. On this particular night, I pull up and turn the car off because my headlights would shine directly into one of the bars, and I don't want to be rude. Applause for this guy for not being a douchebag. I would applaud, but I have to use one hand to hold the microphone because I don't have a stand, so, I'll try to see if I can find a clapping sound effect. Or if not, you can clap for, yourself. Because I can't clap one-handed. We can snap. I never understood the point of that. Snapping instead of clapping. Like, what's the damn difference? Not everybody can snap their fingers, but everybody can clap. And my snapping is kinda shit. My snap game off, boy. That's probably some sexual innuendo that I don't know, and if I offended anybody, I do apologize. So I'm texting my partner, letting him know that I'm here when I see a woman looking at me. I can tell she's a little bit tipsy, but she's moving towards my car. I make eye contact with her and start shaking my head no, but she continues to come to the door anyway. Because the car is off, I'm not able to roll down the window and tell her I'm not her ride. I'm too bewildered to think to lock the doors. I'm just sitting there shaking my head like an idiot. At this point, she opens the door, and my 110-pound Rottweiler proceeds to jump excitedly into the front seat from the back where she was lying down, expecting to see her dad. The woman tumbles backwards, obviously not expecting there to be a giant dog in her Uber. At this point, she looks at me, I just stumble, yeah, sorry, I'm not an Uber. She quickly shut the door without saying anything and walks off. I felt a little bad for scaring her, but now I just find this really funny. Sorry, random lady, next time, check on the app to make sure you've got the right car. I would include a picture of the puppy co-pilot on her first birthday, but again, I don't have proper permission to do so, and the whole copyright bullshit. Somebody inevitably will peg me for, copyright strike. And here's one from r/Tales from the Front Desk. Told you we were going everywhere today. No, lady, I don't have a bunch of kids for loan. By Soul Diver. And so I say, yeah, Soul Diver. Hello, everyone. Long-time lurker, first-time poster. I work FD in a small ranch in the middle of a forest, in the middle of motherfucking nowhere. Offering mostly horse riding and trekking. This is very obvious. And all of our branding, webpage, and everything else. Hell, our logo is a goddamn horse. This story took place about a year ago, and it was an unfortunate example of people booking for the discount that actually bothered to research where the fuck they're going. Also, sorry for any grammar mistakes. English is not my first language. It's cool, bro. It's cool, bro. Only further guests. Two older couples were lodged at the time as it was low season. This will be important. What is low season? I'm guessing that's when not a whole lot of people come in. Let me know in the comment section down below if that's what the case is. Fancy Lady FL had booked a 2-bedroom cabin for her, her husband, and her annoying crotch spawn, child, 9-year-old son, and as soon as she showed up, I knew she was going to be a problem. With impeccable makeup, expensive clothes, and high heels that screamed Gucci, all those other high-brand classics like Prada and Mary-Kate. You know what I mean. And she was in no way like our usual outdoorsy, laid-back clientele, and of course, not prepared for the rough terrain and mountain-oriented activities. She could be that whore in the horror films that tries to run away from the killer who's always just walking and trips over literally nothing in her high heels and ends up being killed. That could be the case. All you need is Jason or Michael Myers. Or just somebody to dress up like that and scare the living shit out of them. I drove them to their cabin. No way she's gonna walk 60 meters of dusty, rocky dirt in stilettos. And told them to settle in, change their travel clothes if they wanted, take a hint, lady, and go back to my office to discuss activities for the day. Of course, about 30 minutes later, I see her hobbling my way in high heels down the dirt road. Fancy it, lady, while her child touches literally everything. Nobody picked us up to come. We had to walk here. Me? Oh, I'm sorry. That's not something we do. Fine, never mind. I want to get my hair done and my boy would like to play with the kids. Me? I'm sorry, but the closest stylist is 30 fucking kilometers away. I can try and get them here, but it will likely be expensive as they will charge us for the gas back and forth. As for other kids, unfortunately, we had no other families staying with us at this time. What? I was told this place was kid-friendly. Me? Well, yes, children are welcome to join all activities with their parents. But he wants to play with other kids. Me? There are no other kids at this time. FL, pointing at the manager's desk, where he has a picture of his 2 daughters, currently at home or wherever. You do have kids here. He wants to play with them. I was told this place was kid-friendly. Me, I'm sorry, ma'am, but those are the manager's daughters and they don't live on site. Getting visibly flustered. You should have kids for my son to play with. This is unacceptable. I want to speak to your manager. Fortunately, the manager had my back and explained to her that, in fact, we don't have kids in storage for her son to access whenever he wanted, but he was welcome to join the horse ride with parental supervision or the trekking. She also didn't get her hair done. Okay, I have so many questions about the story that makes me think it's fake. First of all, how oblivious are you when you're driving in the middle of a fucking forest, in the middle of nowhere? What makes you think that when you approach this camp that's full of log cabins, that it's going to be in the city and that stilettos are the way to go? How dumb do you have to be? How airheaded do you have to be? Or did you waste all your brain cells on all the hairspray and all the probable drugs you've been using that you've been sniffing off dudes' cracks uh, to get high? Like, where's the dad in this whole picture? Did they even mention a dad? Yeah, her husband. But why doesn't he come up? Is he just as entitled as her? I hope not. And this kid, at least he's not the annoying one. Thankfully, it's just the mom. Oh boy. Well, that was a bit of a shocker. I don't want to say shocker. That was a bit of a, I kind of believe it and I kind of don't. Mostly because I don't think anyone is literally that stupid. But then again, I realize there are people who, uh, who still think that the sun revolves around the earth. And, well, okay, not that, but they think the earth is flat. And if flat earthers tell me anything, it's that there are people who are that stupid. So, Ooh, here's one from r/fat people stories. Ooh, it's gonna be good. By Ronin078. I work as a nurse, swing shifts, in a very busy emergency room. I work 3.5 hour, I can't tell because they didn't put any dashes, slash marks through them. So it looks like it says, I work 3 to 12-hour shifts, or it could be 3.5 hour shifts. I'm gonna go with 3.5 hour shifts. I am one of the few men who work my shift. I have a few good friends I work with, and sometimes we all get goodies for one another. I am 6'4" and 220 pounds. I am a former high school and college athlete, so I stay active. My wife and I cycle 8-10 miles every weekend, and I go to gym on my days off from work. That being said, I love food, and eating is my new weakness is the chicken sausage bacon breakfast sandwich at Starbucks. Enter Hambeast, an absolute giant of a woman. She has been known to demolish an entire pizza ordered to share among the nurses on shift. They ordered 2 large pizzas for the 8 of us. That gave each of us 2 slices. She also has taken to asking people if they are going to finish all of their lunches. She is also a respiratory tech, which I find funny because girlfriend can barely breathe herself. But anyway, on this day, I stopped by Starbucks before my shift starts. I had been running errands all day and never had the chance to sit and eat, so I ordered a Trenta iced green tea, my favorite sandwich. I grab it hot off the press and take it to eat in the break room. I'm preparing to eat when I notice there's no paper towels. I quickly run to the bathroom. I'm not gone 5 fucking minutes when I return to see Hambeast tossing my empty Starbucks bag in the trash. She's also drinking the last bit of tea from my Trenta drink. She notices me and tee-hees, reminds me of the YouTuber Chantal Marie. In fact, Hambeast greatly resembles her. I don't know who that is. This is just what the person's saying. That's not my personal views, but whatever. Oh, hey there, OP. Me? What the fuck, Hambeast? That was my food. Cueing the waterworks. I'm so sorry, OP. My blood sugar was dropping. I was very weak. Luckily, I saw your food. Me trying not to stroke out or choke her out? You cannot just take someone's food, Hambeast. Starting to sniffle. Don't yell at me, OP. She often does this when anyone questions her. Me? I'll be bringing this up to the boss and you'll pay me back, storms out. I start my shift in a pissy mood because I am hungry and pissed the fuck off. I tell 2 coworkers about it and they share the times that she has either taken food from them or asked if she can have a bite of their food. Like, lady, bring your own damn food. Seriously. Are you that poor that you can't bring in your own food, or are you just a fly that buzzes around and eats other people's food? No, a fly's too good for her because she's so fat. I'll be honest, I hate people like this who are that also they're that entitled. They think, "Oh yeah, any food is my food." No, I ask. I mean, I'm kind of a big girl, but I ask. And I don't ask random people if I can have their fries or whatever. It's if there's cupcakes on a table in, say, a volunteer lounge, and I will ask the person, like the head volunteer staff coordinator, if those are for us volunteers to eat, which is why I never open a volunteer fridge for any reason whatsoever, because I'm so afraid of accidentally eating what was meant to be for somebody else. So, anyway, halfway through my shift, I'm called up to boss's office. There's Hambeast and two people from HR. She accused me of threatening her life over her food because I wanted it. I explained my side and asked them to watch the camera footage of her scarfing my food down like the greedy beast she is. She went pale because Hambeast forgets there's cameras everywhere. She ended up pulling the footage and viewing it. Needless to say, she was written up, given a formal warning, and forced to pay me back. That's what you get, fat hoe. I don't have anything against fat people, but I have something against fat people like this. Actually, I love that some of the names, although personally I go with names like Land Whale. You know them. Here's one from Retail Hell, titled Did Not Expect That by Kiob 000N. So I recently worked at an event job as a cashier. It lasted about 2 weeks and went by fairly smoothly. Most of the customers I got were really nice and uber chill. But an incident happened on the second to last day. It always happens on those days, like the second to last day or the last day before an event ends, and then shit hits the motherfucking fan. Note, it wasn't to me, but rather to my friend and a senior cashier. Also, each counter had 4 POS systems, and there were 4 of us there at the time. 3 of us were 17 and was working as a cashier for the first time, while 1 was 19 and had some experience. Characters: H, husband; W, wife; SC, senior cashier; F, friend; me. Why'd they put meme? They put meme for me. What, are they gonna represent themselves in memes? So we were all going through the day relatively smoothly until dun 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 H and W showed up at my friend's counter. Everything was smooth sailing until H paid for his items. He paid via PayWave on his phone. Nothing unusual, but the receipt didn't print. So of course, F nicely tells H to hold on for a moment while she gets the SC. When the SC arrived with F, SC took a look at the situation, tried to calmly explain to H what happened, like if the payment went through, etc. From what I heard, it was the first time SC experienced the fault and was trying her best to solve it. SC then decided to ask H to wait for a while as she'll call in the manager, but lo and behold, H erupts like Mount Vesuvius and said, "Fuck you for wasting my time to bring in another person." I kid you not. I turned my head and made eye contact with them for 2 seconds, then turned back to my customer. I'm sure my friend stared at H for a few seconds too, just to process what the man had said. F looked at us, their face going, "Oh my god." After that, SC kept her calm, kudos to her, and asked H to wait a few seconds. But H retorted with, "I already waited a lot of seconds." Can't lie, we laughed about this after the incident. My other friend said that W is apparently looking at her in an arrogant, snobbish way, overall looking very impatient. In the end, the manager came over and the issue was resolved after H complained about wasting his time and etc. If I remember correctly, his total purchase was $15. I get it, they were in a rush, but it didn't mean that they should cuss at the SC. She was just trying her best to solve the situation. I've heard of stories where people scold workers for doing their job, but I never expected it to happen while I was present. Just to add on, H needed the receipt to get free parking. TLDR, man swears at a cashier for trying to do her job. Hey, at least he only dropped 1 F-bomb and didn't call you racist or homophobic. Piece of shit. Or transphobe. You know, I'm surprised that's all he said. Be thankful that's all he said. Hmm. Huh. Well, I think that's gonna be it for today. Thank you for listening to this. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Uh, have a great night, all my Ravenettes. Bye!